guys, I'm here today and I am at Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine, and I am actually getting a private tour from Lincoln Infield. He is going to show us all about the insides, so hang tight.
I am Lincoln Infield of the Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine, and my parents started this magazine in 1998 in August. It's been running ever since then, 256 issues. And we're doing the Freedom Ride today. So here we are in the Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine headquarters. We're about to go on the tour. You guys are ready? I love having you guys around. CBA, they're always our friends. But this is the lobby. You know, everywhere we've gone, we've always ended up picking up a poster or two, or somebody has donated posters to us along the way. And we've got the wall space, so we decided we'd put them up.
Wow, take a look at
Still my favorite motorcycle, the black Fat Boy. I mean, come on, you know,
that's bad.
That's always been my favorite.
Right, that is amazing.
Well, you know how it is. You always go to events, and most of the time, the best parking spot is the bike show. So we've entered a lot of bike shows or put on the bike shows. So you end up coming home with a lot of stuff. Some of them were our own bike shows. So if there was a leftover plaque, we took that. But I think one of our favorite awards out of everything was the Honorary Bulldog Hero Award from Carney Law Firm.
Wow.
The Carney Law Firm's always been a good supporter of the Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine, and a few years ago they awarded my parents, Mark and Molly, with the Honorary Bulldog Award.
That's a great honor.
You know, yeah, it really is, and I don't want to take away from any of the other ones that we've gotten over the years, but that's been like a really big recent honor for us. But yeah, they're all over the place.
That's awesome, because they've done a lot of good. They really have. I'm so glad to hear that they have won that. I'm so glad.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, there's a lot of awards down there too, guys. I wanted to point that out. We can't miss that.
Nope. There's a donation award. There's a couple of those, certificate of appreciation for everything they've done. You know, I don't know if you guys remember the when they used to have the biker tours with the big bike builders and stuff like that, and they'd actually show up and sign things for you.
Right.
You know, Kendall Johnson was one of our local bike builders, and you know, would advertise with the magazine and invited Mom up to sit on his Camel tour bike. You know, like took the chain down and said, "Molly, come over here and sell the bike." And everybody else is going, do that.
Yeah.
You know, but he was a personal friend of ours, you know, and still is. And I'll tell you one thing, that boy can make a motorcycle go fast.
Right.
Sure. All right. So this is the lobby. You know, if you come in here, this would be the what do you call them nowadays? Administrative assistant's office.
Okay.
You know, more posters that we've picked up along the way. This is where the business happens. When the phone rings, this is where it gets answered. This is where all the heavy stuff goes.
Oh, so we have issues up here.
Yeah, now see, this is pretty far on. This is 2018 because we moved into this room with the covers after we filled the rest of the office.
Okay.
If you come in here, we started hanging these covers up right here. This is the first issue, 1998 in August.
Oh, cool.
And we started and we came all the way down and around the office, and it actually comes here and stops and then goes into that next room.
No kidding. Okay, so let me spin around here so we can see. That you know, that is something to really be proud of.
Yeah.
That's a legacy right there. That is a legacy.
This is basically my entire life. You know, I've been doing this magazine with my parents for longer than I haven't been doing this.
Yeah.
You know, we're in our 21st year, and I'm only 36, so I've been doing this since before I could even drive. They used to call me home from high school and say, "What am I doing with this thing?" I say, "File, save."
Yeah.
And then I'd tell them I was going back to school, but I wasn't.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. Going on down the line, this is the train wreck of an office that I hold.
Okay.
You know, no big deal there.
Yeah,
but
I got you.
If you want any ads built, that's where they happen.
Look at all this.
it just keeps going. It just keeps. We tried to keep everything together. Like we've got the smoke out posters that we picked up over here, and you know, naturally we always worked really closely with Ray Price and the Capital City Bike Fest and stuff like that. Those were great events that we used to go to all the time.
I'm sure some of our folks at home will remember a lot of what we are showing here.
Yeah, and see, even in the covers, we're still in 2001 going down through here.
I bet a lot of our people are even on a lot of these things too. That is so cool. Oh my God, check this out. This is great.
Yep.
Wow. This is so cool. I thank you so much for showing this to us. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
You know, I wish I would have known we would have straightened up a little bit, but you know.
No, it's all good.
We practically live here, so
Yeah.
you go home to sleep and come back, you know.
Yeah. No, it's great to see it all. It's great because I know a lot of us wonder, you know, we get to see the finished product, but to actually talk to you, you know, and to see here where it all happens, you know.
And it's one of those funny things, like I said, we're in here every day, so it's, you know, then when somebody comes in and goes, wow, that's cool, you kind of go, yeah, you know, it is. But,
it is.
You know, it keeps going around there. We are into the social area of the office. There's been quite a few parties that have known to break out in here, you know, and they've collected all these neon signs along the way. It's some little things you find on the way and fit in your pocket when you're leaving a ride. Yeah, but that was one of our favorites. Mom used to drink a lot of Rolling Rock, and JR's Corner Tavern that's right down the road. When we were of course in there quite a bit, but he took it down off the wall and gave it to her and said, "Hey, here you go." You know, I definitely found a place of distinction on the wall, and you know, it's part
I bet
of the
you came back and it's going right here, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, kitchen. Collection of bottles and you know, anything.
Oh, that's beautiful.
For a while there, they did a lot of the Jack Daniels. You know, Jimmy Bedford, the distiller, came through, and we worked with them, and you know, so we got a couple bottles of that and this, and.
Oh, look at that! That's beautiful. Wow.
You know, the company shot was it's called a hog oil. But it was half Jägermeister, half Gentleman Jack. And I'm telling you, it'll sneak up on you.
I bet.
It's one of those ones that tastes real good going down, and then you wake up and can't remember your name, you know. But those days are kind of behind us, but that was a lot of fun. But. And see, now we're finally into 2006.
Oh, it's still going on.
It's
oh
still
my gosh.
going. Yep, it's still going. You know, had a lot of pride dealing with all of these big rallies over the years. You know, when Cherokee Survivors was still going on, and you know, Cougars Biker Ball, and you know, Rally in the Valley when it was the Harley Davidson Dealers Association, and you know.
So what was that like for you as a young man in your early 20s?
I probably did a lot of things before I should have. Kind of, you know, you grew up pretty quick. You know, because I was always hanging out with my parents and going to these rallies, and I was always a photographer and stuff like that. So I was in a lot of circles. I met a lot of great people. And the education for sure, you know, it was a roadmap education, but it was fine. You know, so I've always grown up in it, and it's just all I've ever known. So this is it kind of fits right in. You don't have a learning curve. You've just been there, you know. And I can remember a lot of stuff. There's still a lot of things that I don't know, and things that people go, oh, you remember this? And it was before my time, but I might have heard of it though.
But it was pretty much your normal.
Oh,
it was just your normal.
Day in and day out. You know, going to rallies and riding motorcycles was always a deal. You know, I started off on a 1982 Honda CM450E, and I'd get comments. We'd go with parents. They've had these Road Kings forever. We'd go places and there would be people that said, "I can't believe you rode that thing here," and other people would be like, "Oh, that's great, old chrome fender Honda. I love that thing. Still have it. I only paid $200 for it, so it wasn't like you were going to sell it for anything, You just gotta change the gas in it every now and again, make sure it starts. But you can't kill those things, so I love that old Honda, and hopefully one day one of my kids will ride it. After they learn a little better, because they're not allowed to drop this thing. So on with tour. We kind of go in here, and this is our picture center. If that thing wakes up in time.
Cool.
But anytime, this is how we look through the pictures on a faster scale, so you don't have to look through them one at a time. Pull this thing out of the way, and this thing out of the way. So if you're looking for pictures, we take plenty of them, and this is a good way to look through there and make sure you find the best shot.
Screen.
Yep.
Do you have to do a lot of editing for the magazine for size and okay?
More or less lightening and cropping and stuff like that. We try to make sure we take a good picture, or you take a lot of them, so there's at least one good picture.
Yeah.
And that's why this is so helpful, because you see, even so, like I'll hold the shutter button down, it'll be a couple pictures in a row. It's not gonna. Oh, there you go. Of the same thing. Okay, well, all right, that's the one.
Gotcha.
That kind of thing. But you might have to lighten them or so, crop something out of there. Fear February party I was telling you guys about earlier. It's always kind of been our reader appreciation party, and this one doesn't have a year on it. And honestly, I can't remember which one it was. I don't remember that band, but every year we get a poster and we'll hang it up. See, there's another one. That was the eighth attempt. We're on number 22 now. But that was always the deal, big oyster roast. Like I said, if you guys are out and about in February, please come down and eat some oysters with us.
And this is the customer appreciation party, right?
Reader appreciation and everything like that. Just come to eat some free oysters with us and have a big time. This was at the front of our old office. Kind of moved in here, but this is kind of our shrine to a lot of our friends that we've lost along the way, and it happens. It happens in this lifestyle, either naturally or by accident. But so we always post whatever we can to remember our friends and other key moments in our lives.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of faces here.
Yeah. It's just part of the deal, though.
Yeah. I see some very beautiful things here.
Yeah, that's the deal. We've always been big about supporting our military as well, and we have a few Marine friends, and they'll drop off stuff for us, and other than that, like we'll get pictures. We'll send magazines. If people are deployed, we send free magazines to them. A little taste of home, especially if they ride or something like that, and they want some magazines. By God, we'll send them to them. And every once in a while, we'll get some treasure like that, and they'll send it back, and they'll be holding our magazine and wherever they are. And it's just
great.
It's the least we can do for those guys that are putting their neck on the line. Just so we can ride around every weekend and have a great time.
Sure, I know a lot of people that would say that certainly would mean a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, Lincoln, I can't thank you enough for sharing this amazing tour with our readers. I have to tell you, this has been awesome. It really has. Thank you so much for sharing this.
Absolutely, and I appreciate you guys coming out and the CBA's involvement in the legislation of North Carolina, ABATE for South Carolina. But you guys keeping us on the road and keeping the politicians on their toes is really what keeps us going as well. So many thanks to you guys.
It has certainly been a relationship between both of us, and your support has gone a long way to making that happen. Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine has just been absolutely invaluable in this. So thank you so much for everything that you have done to make everything possible.
Absolutely, but last thing, I really can't take all of it. Literally, Mark and Molly Infield have really done it all. I've rode the coattails for many, many years, and I've been right there with them, but they're the reason this magazine is still here. Is their hard work and dedication to the motorcycle community is what's kept us here for 256 months.
Yes.
But I definitely appreciate that very much.
But we appreciate you attending Lobby Day because I saw you there myself.
Oh yeah, I was in y'all's group, you know.
Yeah,
I'm with you,
definitely.
absolutely. We'll be there
Definitely.
again next year, you know.
Yes. Okay, so thank you again so much, and we'll be seeing you out there today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. See you then.